Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we're back with another slime video. And today we're going to be taking on another stage of the Chamber of Truth. This is the Chamber of Reminiscence, number 1. We're slated to get more of these, but this is a stage where you can only use free-to-play units. So no summonable EX units, no summonable 5 stars, not even summonable 4 stars or 3 stars. Only units that you can acquire from each meta, and that includes protector units, protector and battle characters. So you are going to be heavily limited, especially for newer players, which honestly, you need 120 population to even attempt this. So realistically, like this is already not for newer players. This is for endgame people who can actually use EX shards to, effectively for all of their EX characters that they probably have, because they've been playing a game for at least a decent while, and they'll have a lot of free-to-play units to build upon. But looking at the enemy, we have this light Shuna, who has 353k attack or HP, which, is decent for a stage where you can only use free-to-play units. Her attack and defense are on the lower side, thankfully, because I think if they were like 10k or above, it'd be way too unfair. She does give counter attacks, chances to stun, and then increase crit and pierce rates for multiple turns. So the stun, I don't know, this is literally the first time I've taken on the stage. I have not attempted it at all, but I have built a team around, what do you know, Vengeance. Because obviously we know that given enough time, Vengeance will kill everything. And thankfully, Protector Albus and Yom are going to help us. So we're going to bank on them getting as many stacks as possible, and the rest is all green focused stuff. Isis with the blue change and the green buff, Trya with the double orb change, Aaron with the orange orb change, and then we also brought Misery, because she also has a green buff like Isis. It's not as good as far as buffing the orbs are concerned, but it does give also a little bit of damage on greens as well, which may or may not come in handy. So it's, instead of a 50% buff, it's 30, but we also get 15% green damage. And then she also is a healer, 35% for a single target, which may keep us in the game for enough time to actually survive this stage. I honestly don't know how hard. So let me gear them up and then we'll jump in. Okay, in hindsight, we probably should have kept Trya out in the back first, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and I think orb change with Isis, yeah, and then we'll send Trya to the back next turn. I mean, we know that she's going to counterattack sometime in here. I don't know when, but sometime. So we need to make sure that we are ready with Vengeance on that turn from Albus to take advantage of that, and also hopefully enough orbs to even send so she can get us counterattacks. Okay, that's... do we have 50 points? We have 50 points. Okay, so we can do a whole hand here. So let's bring Trya in for Yom. Yeah. So let's do both of her orb changes. First the steal and then the special change. And that'll give us a full hand of greens. Not enough to use the Isis buff or the Misery buff even, but it is, getting us into a good spot next turn. Isis does have type advantage, so she will be invaluable, and she's a single target ult, which we don't have a lot of damage on this team. Okay, here's the count. Turn 2 is the counterattacks. Okay, well, that's interesting. We can't really take advantage of that at all. So, Okay, it's not a guaranteed counter though. Okay, so also Albus does not reset our skill cost, which is going to be a huge factor in this. So let's get this and that. That leaves us just enough to use the Yom Vengeance here. We'll take Aaron out, and then we'll Vengeance. And she still has counterattacks though, so us having 5 orbs will help us out here. So we'll put this on. Unfortunately, there's no animation for Albus, and then we'll just send all of this, and hopefully we get a decent amount of counterattacks from her to stack up Vengeance. 18k, not great. All right, there's 1. There's 2. Maybe 3 out of this one. How high is her chance? I can't remember her percentage. All right, there. Okay, there's 3. She stunned Misery. Okay, there was 2 more attacks there, so 8 stacks of Vengeance. All right, that's good. She's gonna ult us, and I believe, is this a single target or AoE? Single target, and she has a 50% chance to counter for 1 more turn. Okay. What are we gonna do here? We could either use another stack of Vengeance and then just run it, or we could try and go for a full hand, which I think is what we're gonna do here. So if we do this, we can actually get a full hand. So 1 more stack of Vengeance. We're gonna take Isis out for Aaron. No, actually, we should probably leave her in. Let's take out Yom, since he's done both of his skills now. And then we have just enough to do this. We'll put Vengeance back on everybody to handle this single target ult and hopefully these counters. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that she's stunned is going to hurt us, and the fact that we can't get all of the counterattack chances that I would normally need. Alright, so there's 1. Please counter everything. 2. And then hopefully 3? 3? Perfect. Alright. And then this is a single. So there's another stack. And just the 1. Alright, so 15 stacks. So now after this, we're going to start having Vengeance kick in. Ooh. No, I think we just run it like this. Because we got a full hand, and there's no point in trying to orb change out of it. And I think she's going to do an AoE. Oh, she's still stunned again? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's just do this. Aaron ult is an AoE, 4,000. Ice is going to do that 13k, sorry. Alright, and 1, 2, and 3. No more counters on Shuna, though. But let's see. Alright, crit and pierce up. 1. Just 1. Alright, no AoE. So 16 stacks. 67k, though. So, I mean, as long as we live, we can even heal up now with this. So that heals 9,000 on Aaron. And I mean, what are we gonna do here? We might as well just do all of this. So let's take Isis out. And we'll steal. And I think we'll green buff here, and then we'll send all of this, and we'll bring Yom back in for Traya. So yeah, I mean, this worked pretty well, I would say, because she's gonna die next turn when we do another 16k with the Vengeance, or 67k, sorry. So yeah, the Vengeance team can definitely get it done. Just put a bunch of orb changers around. Okay, maybe not the immediate next turn. Incoming stun anticipated. Let's just go all in. We'll Vengeance here. I don't care about sending anything else. We'll put Albus back on, and then she will guaranteed die next turn, because she only has how much left? 83. Well, she might live. She might. No more counterattacks on her though. Yom's ult won't do much. It would lower counterattack power, but she's not countering, so okay. We got 3 more stacks of Vengeance. Alright, so the stun missed Aaron, but there's 2 more stacks, and 89k. There we go. Okay, so I mean, that worked. Vengeance will clear anything if you give it enough time, truly. Let's come back with a blue-focused team now. I don't really know, because the stacking units are going to be kind of wonky, because we don't have a lot of damage buffs on free-to-play units. Let's try and figure something out. Alright, the next team we're going to try is a mini stacking team with the free-to-play Konosuba Shuna in the Aqua outfit, who is a decent stacker. She increases your skill cap by 30 and then gives you 50% skill point increase up to 250. I mean, this right here is essentially what Space Veldora did when he first came out for the original half anniversary. He was doing 40 points here, but he was still doing the 50 up to 250, but it was on every orb, not just blues. And he was also stacking space attacks. So, I mean, we're going to be missing a lot of potential damage here. But we have almost a full light team with 1, 2, 3, 4 blue orb changers. Shinsha is going to be able to give us that small little light buff. And then technically Shion, if we happen to crit, I mean, we can stack crit damage on both her and Darkness, and technically Ramaris, and technically Shinsha, but these two are our single targets, along with you. So it's like, why do I have Hero here? Why is Isis not here? Let's do that. That was weird. I knew I was doing something wrong here. Take that off Frey. There we go. Okay. So now, who did I take? Who did I swap out? Hero. I need the gear off Hero. Get out. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, we'll see if we can just wear down this Shuna by almost constantly having the light attack buff up and hopefully having a lot of ults. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, honestly, so we'll see. Okay, I think we'll just send these greens. We'll bring Soka in for Shinsha? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll send Xion last because she has type advantage, and then we'll just try and get a lot of stacks of blue. Okay, perfect. That works out quite well. Alright, so we have 50 points. So we could bring Darkness in for Soka, and then use both the orb change here and the crit damage buff, which if we happen to crit with either of these units now, we will do more. It's just, you know, banking on that, 2% chance to naturally crit, which is not great. Not great. And we have the counterattacks coming in. I mean, honestly, we could have probably put Isis on this team, maybe even Dark Benimaru, and just made a Dark team, and just do more damage just by having type advantage here. Wow. Alright, so this will give us extra skill points on blues. It'll raise our cap by 30. Which is just allowing us to use a lot of the orb changes. We'll use Ramras here. And yeah, I mean, this should work by just virtue of doing more and more damage over time. These counters, though, are going to be kind of annoying as far as whittling me down. Yeah. The charm that I have on Shuna is the extra protection gauge on blues. Maybe I should put a heal charm on her instead. Okay, Darkness is stunned. We have 2 stacks here. Yeah, maybe we should put the heal charm on, because this is probably going to be a longer fight. So that might be something to do in the future if you you decide to take on this stage. Oh, jeez. 100 points. We have the Soka orb change back there. Nah, I think we just gotta send these greens. I think we're going to send the greens. Alright, Xion. You know, I don't see this ult very often. Okay. How much do you even do? Like 13k like Isis, or maybe more? 23k. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. So yeah, maybe building a dark team, maybe, with just the orb changers. Maybe taking Shuna, or not Shuna, but Shinsha out for Dark Benimaru. Maybe would have been even better. Yeah, that probably would have been a little bit better. Oh, there was a crit there. But this is going to be a very long and tedious, drawn-out thing. So I think we'll make a cut, and we'll come back, because we're already on turn 6. I don't want to make this too long. So I'll make a cut when we get closer down to her low HP. Alright, we're back on turn 13. We've used Soka's defense lower skill, which is handy. Also, I think bringing Darkness, if you have the ability to get her, is actually really good, because her taunt makes her take like 400 damage on a normal, and it means that the ult only does like 1,000 against her because she gives herself that extra defense. So it's actually a quite useful skill, especially if I come back in and have like a heal charm on. It means that we can pretty much guarantee that she takes the brunt of the damage, and then we can just heal her back up. But, you know, we're getting very close. 5,000 a hit now with the extra defense down. So, yeah, I think making maybe a dark team with Darkness as the focus. So, yeah, right there was pretty good. So, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable with this setup. It's just, do you want to do it? So, let's just get the Xion ult, and that should probably end it next turn, if not this turn. Okay, next turn. Next turn sounds good. Alright, so 15 turns to do this. Definitely not great, but we did get it. We did get the job done with this final ult. So there we go. There's another team that can do it. Let's come back with a dark team and just kind of maybe be at the end of it. I don't know. We'll build one, though. Okay, yeah, we took out Shinsha for Dark Benimaru, who also is able to lower defense alongside Soka, so that just means that now we have 2 units who are going to do okay damage on their alts. They're both single targets, they're both physical, and I think she has extra damage against physical. Yeah, 50% right there. So, I mean, this'll work. I mean, it's going to be the same thing, so this is just kind of a substitute. I won't do a whole gameplay run of it. You're still stacking with 1, 2, 3, 4 blue orb changers with Shuna, and then you're just nuking as much as possible with Benimaru and Shion. So that can also work. You don't need to bring the Shinsha, the light Shinsha, to buff these 3, because honestly, we didn't use any of them for damage. It was all Shion doing it last turn. So that's an alternate you can run. Again, these are all free-to-play units, so, like, quote-unquote, everybody should have them or has the capability of getting them eventually. So this is not like I didn't wail hard enough, it's I didn't play the game long enough, which is its own problem. There might be one other team that can do it. Maybe the follow-up damage with free-to-play Aaron Protector. Let me build a team for that. Okay, I think we're going to actually call it here for this video. We'll keep it a little bit shorter than normal. 2 teams shown off. I'll do another run. I'll do another video as follow-up with maybe another 2 teams that can take this on. Because honestly, like, it's not strong enough to where you really need to think super duper hard about it. As long as you have the free-to-play options, like as long as everyone you have is available, and especially if you have Vengeance, like you can take this stage out. And you don't need team comps. You just need to build Vengeance and have Yom. At least Yom. Like, you don't even need to bring Albus. Just bring Yom. And he will be able to clear it for you eventually. But if you have a team that I haven't used that you have out of the free-to-play units that you think I should try, let me know in the comments. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.